Generic greetings and welcome back once again to Prison Architect, where in the previous episode we did a little bit of building, not a great deal. It was mainly the yard and a bit of flooring and things like that here and there, but we also planned out and indeed expanded to the south. So a lot of this land will be actually used up by just the perimeter fence around the outside to stop contraband being thrown in. However, we've also planned off the cell blocks for the low risk. So we've got a total of 5 cell blocks, which has inside it 10 each, so 50 prisoners in total, all low risk graded there. Let's do a shakedown. And we also have obviously these maxed out grading. We've got also something on the right hand side here, a building that can have anything in it really that we want. However, it's mainly probably going to be perhaps like an extra common room or something like that, but it really depends on exactly how we are able to manage the custom sectors, if they work, and also I guess how people are transferred. If we need more capacity at the low end, then we'll have to sort that out as well. But anyway, while we can see we're waiting here for the workers to crack on removing these trees, I'm actually going to get a couple more workers because obviously we've been waiting for all that, and I just saw that someone tried to get over the wall. That's John Pritchard there. I'm just checking in the centre because we've just received some people from the drop-off bus. We can see there's an unknown trait there. We've got Deadly, Stokel, Fearless, that sort of thing. Nothing of great interest or note there. We've got a couple of people in here. None of them, however, are wanting to be confidential informants, so that is a bit of a shame. Wow, Adrian, Addy, George, or Georg. 655764 prisoner number and all that, but attack, staff, injury, to weapons, tools, luxuries. Don't know what was going on there. Interesting. And prioritising the removal of these trees, although I have a feeling that a lot of them would have actually missed out, which is why they're only a couple were missed out. So no cracking on there. We can see we're also doing the stuff in the centre in this forestry here. We haven't got anyone assigned to that because I don't think we can because of how things are set up. But either way, good daily cash flow, very good balance, a healthy balance, enough for us to certainly build this building around the outside. So what we'll do is we'll put the perimeter fence in first. So we'll put in the fence along the outside here to this section. This I'll build up as part of this building here, and then I will do the internal and then remove that, and then we'll go ahead and do the rest of it. Just while we're here as well, I'm going to double check the sizing. Each one of these should be 14, which that is, and then that is. Okay, so that's perfectly fine. Okay, good. You can see we're getting a lot of early releases from the prisoners here. So checking the grading, you see we have dropped our reoffending rate to 8%, so we have almost halved it from the 14 that we originally checked on there. 33 have paroled early with 0% reoffending rate. Punishment is increased to 7. Reform, I believe, is increased to 5. Security and health have not changed. But obviously, a lot of that will change once we get the lower graded prisoners. It will also then go the other way and go quite south once we get some of the high one, I would imagine, anyway. A reason I haven't built the other one of these, by the way, is just I don't think it's strictly necessary. If we check our programs, we can see that workshop safety induction, only 5 interested, 23 have passed. So actually we do have more people that can work in there than are working there. That's actually a big difference, though. That can work in, not do work in. So, yeah, we'll see. Anyway, still waiting for the tree stump to be removed. There's a lot of stuff to go. What I'm going to do is go to sell object, and I'm just going to sell all of these logs here, because quite frankly, I'm not really too bothered about them going ahead and having to shift them all, although I can't sell the one on the edge for some reason, which is a little bit of a shame. There's 8 prisoners just turning up now. Let's double check our informants, and we'll see that we have daily... Oh, that's 4 prisoners with unknown traits. So, yeah. We'll have to hopefully find those out in other ways. There's a set of shears that we've just found. Let's have a quick look at that. Shears have been thrown in, so it wasn't a very good investment because... Well, they were thrown in and then they immediately went through the metal detector because, I mean, we shouldn't really judge, but I'm going to go with not that smart. Let's go ahead and check that tree out and go for a dismantle because it is the only one left. There are picking up that, which is excellent. Okay, over to walls and doors and fence with grass, and then we'll put in the fence with grass all the way around the outside to there. Now, this is something that may change in the future. We may upgrade this to a proper perimeter wall. I haven't yet decided. Certainly this one, I would like to have barbed wire across it once we've got the funds, which, to be fair, we sort of do have the funds at this stage, but we'll see. And oh, dearie me. So, first death. Snitch and ex-law enforcement. Sean Shopland, age 35. Prisoner number 1469209. Sentenced to 8 years for death by dangerous driving. Snitch and ex-law enforcement, as we can see there. They've spent 5 hours in the prison. It was just one of those unknown traits. That's all it's been. And then we've got another Felix Holiday here, getting tased. Right. So yes, killed for being a snitch. I just didn't know that the trait was there. There's no way for me to, unless I missed it. I could have missed it, but it was probably one of those unknown traits. Okay. Well, sadly, that is the first death in this facility. Which, day 54 for this game, it's not too bad, considering how we've done things, but there's no such thing as a good one, really. Anyway, over to fence and grass. We're going to run this along to there. We are then going to have... Do I just brick wall this off for now? I'm going to brick wall this off for now because I'm not entirely sure what we're going to do with it. And I'll demolish that wall there. Like so. And then I'll demolish this one. Once they've got the main perimeter wall done. So 63,695 generic units of currency in the kitty. Receiving about $1,000 a day. Plus or minus what we usually make off the shop and the shop, the forestry, selling logs, workshop, and the snack machine now, which is an interesting one. So let's remove that, and that should all be set up now. So there we are. Let's go ahead, check our deployment. Staff only, that's fine. And now this has been removed. Set of scissors found in the shop. It's not unheard of, I guess. So, removed all of that. Wall. Foundation. More. Wall min sec. Let's do it. Requires an entrance. Walls and doors. Doors. Jail door. I guess it would be jail door grey, wouldn't it, technically, for this? Yeah, see, these ones here, these ones, instead of being grey, should be that jail door. Well, I think they should be the orange jail door, to be fair. I think we'll end up changing those. The original idea was to perhaps have some of these as medium, but quite frankly, this has become the baseline. So I may spend some time, once I've got one of these up and running, going back through these and changing all of the jail doors and all of the walls to be the proper colour. You know what? I'm going to do that now. I'm going to do it now. Never, as far as I can remember, had to completely redo an entire cell box walls before. So I don't know how the game's going to fare on this one. But you don't know until you know. And the fun part is finding out. Unless it sets on fire, in which case it's not fun at all. It's just too warm. And it seems to be fine. They go up and replace it rather than go up and... That sounds like a taser. I have no idea. Tough and deadly, unknown traits. Right. So, all that's been changed and seems to work. Good. Happy with that. Finish this section off. There we go. While I'm at it, let's get this done. Like I say, a bit of a deviation from the design. When we originally said that we were going to build a graded facility, we were going to grade it as sort of neutral in the centre, for whatever neutral meant. I didn't really, at the time, nor really clarify exactly what that meant. But then we'd expand to the north with it being high risk, and then to the south being low risk, with some... Originally it was going to be some medium, but quite frankly, this has become the new default for medium. This will be really high graded, the max you can get. These are not too bad, which I think we will put some more stuff in here to increase that grade. But the ones at the top, we will almost certainly... Well, what I'm going to do, I'm going to use the wall max sec because it'll look quite good. But on the inside, we might use like derelict wall, because if you've got a tiny bit, it's still, or even like rusty or whatever, it decreases that grade. So there you are. Anyway, so this is all in. Happy with that. Gonna go to dismantle. I'm dismantling all of these doors, which is going to invalidate the cells for a moment. But the reason I'm doing it now, because these ones here, what colour's those? Just light shield door. Yeah, even when we remove them, it'll invalidate them, but we're going to be using them anyway on the builds down here. So doing this now is actually going to save us money in the long run. I do like these coloured walls and doors. It's not subtle, you know, it doesn't feel like a sort of natural looking what you would expect to see, but it's very readable, which I appreciate. And just to clarify, yes, I'm sure there's one or two pieces that I've missed. And I'm more than happy to be advised on where the changes need to be made. Back over the doors, over this one. It's currently night time, so moving these doors is probably quite noisy for them, so you know, sorry about that. But that should be it, I think. Cursory glance, all the doors are in, that's fine. Down here, same thing, walls and doors. Right, so let us work on this cell block. So, we are going to slightly alter it, because I want the higher grades. Oh, don't I want the higher grades down the bottom? I don't think it really matters, but to keep in line with how we've done them on the rest of it, where the higher graded ones are at the back, then we will do that. So that's cleared off there. These are all cleared, 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 and cleared. Okay, so let's go over to walls and doors, wall min sec, and we'll have that. I don't need to build any more. I should have not used auto light, but we'll see what happens later on. So we're going to build this. This is going to be cell designated. Deployment min-sec only. This should also be a specific grading. But I'm guessing if I assign that to custom sector, it's not going to work. I don't know if that is the case. Let's have a look. Logistics. Prison labour. That works, and that works. Oh, it does seem to work. Okay. But the carpentry apprenticeship doesn't function. And there's someone trying to escape. Didn't get far. So if I change the deployment of that to shared, it then functions. It seems to be the programs as well. Okay, fine. Not fine, but I can't do anything about it, so I'll just have to say fine. So comfy bed will go in the cells like so. I'll place a... how are we going to do this? I'm going to place a toilet in there, followed by... Nah, now this is why I have to be careful. Obviously we're going to have a shower in here. Shower head in there, followed by a drain. But I don't know what else to have grading wise. We will have to check said grading. Well, I know a couple of things from the get-go. So we need... Well, a chair is ideal, but we'll come back to that. Bookshelf will go in there, followed by a TV, the bottom of the bed. Probably a chair at the back, but no, we'll wait. Let's lock that open. So that is not yet graded because it's not got a door in. That also should be a standard door, shouldn't it? They're all standard doors. No, I think that is correct. Just we need to dismantle those ones and change those. There we go. Let's put them in properly. Jail.orange. 1, 2, 3, 4. If we're overhauling it, we might as well do it properly, you know. Lock all those open. And that one open. Something going on there? There was an alert there. I didn't catch it though. So they're all locked open. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's fine. And that's locked open. Okay, so this one. Let's go over to our walls and doors, and then it is a jail door grey, and we've got, as you can see, 44 of those, so happy with that, and we'll place that in there. This will then be graded, so we'll be able to then see. Just trying to see where the electrical connections go. Right, so I'm going to guesstimate. Darn it, that's going to be a problem because the toilet's right near the bottom, which is not the way I wanted it to be. I wanted it to be on the other side. I might remove those while we can. Let's go ahead and dismantle all those. There we are. So this will then ungrade the cell. It won't even mark it as legitimate. Which, to be fair, it isn't. So TV's in there. Shower head can go in there. Drain can go in there. I'm going to do a shakedown. Actually, tunnel search. That's now in. So we'll check that. Oh. It looks like Donnelly has been found with a digging implement. That's a lot of stuff for a tunnel search. Wow. 6 pairs of scissors. Where have those come from? Last 24 hours. Poison thrown in. Cigs stolen. Smuggled in. Wooden pickaxe, which was nicked. Knife, which was stolen, but was detected. Drugs, smuggled in. Look at that one, though. That one's like... that's been everywhere. That one there is just... it's been all over the facility. Dearie me. Yeah. Anyway, we haven't found loads of stuff because we haven't searched all of them, but I will do a shakedown because why not, while we're working on this thing. So it's still not connected, but they are going to search it. But we will check out our logistics and our cell... Ooh, no, room quality. So, an outdoor window +2, large window +1. Do we want to get it up to 15? We could probably get it to 15. A sink and mirror is fine, and a soft pillow? Alright, okay. And a shower head. Hang on. One item shower head. It says it's not in. We have got a shower head. It's just not saying it's in there. And I have no idea why. Anyway, it said large window. So I'll place a large window in there. We need to put in... It said a... what was it? A sink and mirror. Yes, it was a sink and mirror. I guess a sink and mirror would benefit from being on this side. So do I want to once again... dismantle that? I think I do. And have it on that side. Okay. So let's do that. We're making the first one. This is the one where we can easily make the mistakes. Sink and mirror. See, I can't place it above the ouches here, so I'll have to go there, the sink and mirror. But the... Oh, and soft pillow. We can place a soft pillow on the bed now. It's a bit micro heavy, isn't it? A bit micromanagement there. What else do we want? We would like a shower head again on perhaps that side. It doesn't matter where that shower head goes because you can't escape from there. We don't have a radio, but we do want a... I mean, a chair would be nice. I don't know. I'll wait for the rest to be placed. So there's that in, and they're searching all of that. So let's go ahead and check out our... grading, room quality. So it's currently 11. The maximum grade you can get is 15. So you can get punch bags, you can get canvas and paint, pet birds, wooden stools, radios. It still says we don't have a shower head, but we obviously do. Maybe it needs to be connected up. Let me test that theory. So let's run the water pipe to there, because we know that's how the water's going to need to be ran anyway, because those at this stage you're not changing, but you never know. That is now 12. Yes, so it does recognise the shower head as soon as it's connected. So we need to increase the grade. Canvas and paint would be cool to have, but I don't know where we'd place it. Maybe there, followed by a chair, and dangerously, perhaps, a radio there. And that will be a max graded cell. These ones down the bottom are still going to be the same grade, they're just going to be a little bit bigger. Actually, yeah. Should we have these as 14 and those as 15? Something to aspire to. That makes sense, doesn't it, really? I think that does make sense. Yeah. It's already 12, so that's fine. Right. Okay. Quick build. Cloning. I'm going to put the flooring in another time. And there we go. Now this one here, we can't clone. But... oh, deaths. I am going to clone it, and I'm just going to move down those other bottom bits there. That'll probably add some more lights in, but we'll check out that later on. So there is... oh! Right. Kovalev. Prison number 1197649. Sentenced to 3 years for violent disorder here. Storkel. They have failed their parole, and they have murdered the parole lawyer. Guard response there. You can see they are trying to chase the parole officer, but they've been stopped. To be fair, we haven't put anyone in the parole for guarding it. Normally, you would perhaps assign some guards like that, and we just never have. Never really occurred to me until that stage. Okay. well, we'll crack on there. So, we're working on this. Once they're all done, I'm going to move this shower down. We'll put some more stuff in, and that'll be max graded. We've got that nice soft pillow there as well. We do need some line of sight in there, but I'm not going to put patrols in. I really don't think it's worth it having patrols in here. I really don't. Because realistically, we'll have patrols around the outside to check for tunnels. But we just need a camera in there, CCTV, I think, for low risk anyway. Although, it's always good to have a guard in a cell block, isn't it? Yeah, go on, we'll have guards in cell block, we'll just overguard it. Blue patrols, we're going to remove this blue patrol. We can get rid of that now. But we will have one in here. Like so, and we'll assign a guard to that. So, money is amazingly good. Prison grading, down to 7%, we've halved it. Punishment, 7, reform 5, security 2, health -1, 4 prisoner escape, 1 death in custody. Even though it's not counting that deaths we've just seen. Over the walls and doors, we're going to place these doors in like so, and dismantle both the shower head and the drain. And the shower head and drain. We will naturally have to extend the cell to that location there. Objects, shower head will go on the bottom, followed by the drain, followed by, I think we'll have, as we've seen previously, a chair that goes on either side, followed by, and the reason I've put it this way is so we can put the canvas in so it looks a bit better, it will be, what else to, oh, a radio, wasn't it? It was a radio, which can go there. And there's some more shenanigans. What's going on here? Extremely volatile. Right. Interesting. Prisoner intakes just occurred, so... Oh, look at that. So, arranged 9.4 hours ago. Well, that's never going to get there. Can't be thrown in. No traits over on the new bus intake, so that's fine. So this cell is almost finished. We just need to set up some electrical cable, which I'll run down to about there. Interestingly, it's not showing me the walls. Have you noticed that? See the walls there? Can't see these walls. Okay. I have no idea. We've also got 2 lights in most of these cells, which is slightly annoying. Do you want to get rid of them all? Oh, there we go. We're getting... Yeah, we're getting to see that now that that's been lit up. Okay, that's fine. I'm going to dismantle the lights at the entrance. Like so. And then flooring, concrete tiles to there, followed by carpet blue, of course. Of course, that has to be a nice blue carpet. And that's that sorted. Concrete tiles will go around the outside, like this, because they mean to do it. And quick build, clone, all of that. Rotate it and flip it. And click. And that's why the clone tool with the new rotate and flip stuff is one of the best features that's been added in a considerable amount of time. Let's put it that way. And good grief, that's really dark now. We do have lights in there though. It's just we don't have lights in the corridor. Let's put some lights in the corridor to make it look okay. So I'm just going to double check our deployment here. That's MinSec. This is staff only. These are all set up as intended. Those have not got any ones there. These are all set up. These ones I really do want to set up as custom sectors for... Actually, that'll be medium only. Medium only. For, well, eventually. I wonder if that person wants to be... No, they don't want to be, sadly, a confidential informant. quick cursory look around while we're looking at that. That's fine. So yeah, this is now getting built. So this is our other kitchen and canteen, which means that we now have a double set kitchen and canteen. We can all set those up to see who can go in where. Don't really intend to alter the people that are allowed into the kitchen canteen. I know we discussed at the start of the series perhaps to only allow certain types of prisoners into each one, but they're both the same grade. I think you could definitely do, and we have in a lot of cases had this separation of what you can get access to, but we're doing it mainly at the prisoner holding level rather than all the facilities level. So that might change. We might alter that. Haven't yet decided, but you know, we'll see how we go. I wonder if there's an orange carpet. There is a brown carpet that we could put in there. Do I want to put a brown carpet in here? It would make sense for this side. And then the red carpet would go for the high risk stuff. Even though I do want to do that. Does it fit? It doesn't fit, does it? Not really. No, I'll cancel that. No. The brown carpet in there would sort of work. But not a carpet in the high risk one. It just wouldn't work. And why is that really dark? Don't know why that's like a dark cell block. Anyway, looks like this is almost finished being built. They just need some electrical connections. Actually, what I'll do is I'll power it with this one, which makes more sense because this is running not as hot as the other. We'll also have to connect this up to the water pipe, which I don't know why I've run it across and then down, like across and then up, where we've especially when we've got this section here. Okay, so this is now in and set up, which means that we now have 2 areas for cooking. I'm going to hire those. I'm going to force open that. And that should be about right. Okay, so not bad. Took a bit of time to do this, admittedly, but I think it was time well spent. We're going to leave it there for now. Actually, well, let's put those in before we finish off. So we're leaving it there for now. Next episode, we need to make sure that everybody's assigned to the correct kitchen and canteen. We also need to bring in our first set of intake MinSec prisoners. 10 MinSec prisoners. First time there. We also need to then keep a very close eye on how they interact with the rest of the prisoners, where they can go, what occurs with the different transfer stuff, what functions and what doesn't, what's glitched out and what isn't, what is perhaps set incorrectly. There's a lot to manage once we've got those prisoners in, but hopefully will be quite interesting. Anyway, as always, if you have enjoyed the video on the series thus far, comment in the comments. Thanks very much for watching. Take care, and generic partings.